We're given a formula here that comes from finance. It says that A is the amount of dollars that accumulates in some account when you put in P, the principal, at that interest rate. Let's just read it. It says the formula A equals P times 1 plus R squared gives the amount A in dollars that P dollars will grow to in 2 years at the interest rate R, where R is given as a decimal, using compound interest. Now what we want to know is this. What interest rate, we want to find R, right? We want to find R. What interest rate will cause $2,000 to grow to $2,226 in 2 years? All right, so we're given what interest rate, that's what we're trying to find, R, will cause 2,000, now that's how much we're putting in, that's going to be P, to grow to this amount, that's going to be the amount A. So I'm going to write down what it is I want to do. That helps me just kind of think it over here. I want to find R when P is 2,000, A is 2226.05. Let's put these numbers in. So here's our formula. Our formula is A equals P times the quantity 1 plus R squared. So A is going to be 2226.05 equals 2,000 times 1 plus R, that quantity squared. Now we want to solve it for R. You might think R is locked up in those parentheses, so we need to try to isolate it. How about first thing we do is divide by that 2,000. Now I'm going to do it at the very end with my calculator, so I'm not going to do it right here. 2226.05 divided by 2,000. Just have your calculator do it all at the very end. That's equal to 1 plus R squared. Now, I've got that 1 plus R squared. I want to get rid of the square. So unsquare it. Take square roots, right? I'll do it up here on the right. So we'll get the square root of this fraction here, 2226.05 divided by 2,000. That's going to be the square root of 1 plus R squared. So this will be the square root of 2226.05 divided by 2,000 equals, now ordinarily, wouldn't we take absolute values? But we don't have to here, because what do you know about R? R is an interest rate. It's a positive number. A positive number plus 1 is positive. So this is a positive number. So because that's positive, I don't have to worry about absolute values. That's kind of nice. So I just get 1 plus R. Now I can solve it for R if I just subtract that 1. So R is equal to this. It's going to be the square root of that fraction, 2226.05 divided by 2,000, and then minus 1. So how about on your calculator if you do this? Press the square root key. Now I'm using a TI-84. So when I press square root, I get a parentheses. So I'm going to put in 2226.05 divide 2,000. Now close the parentheses, right? You want those to close. And then minus 1. And when I did that, I got R equals, my calculator showing 0.055. And then I look at the instructions, and it says, okay, R is given it as a decimal. It doesn't say to round it to any particular place. So look, R is a percent. So I'm going to change that percent to a decimal. So I'm going to say that the interest rate is 5.5%.